I think that might be you leading the chanting. I mean really. Is this just the epitome of dumb college kids or what? The dude was just revealed to cover up for a child rapist. Come on now.
Couldn't agree more. There's no excuse for that, and it sucks that a handful relative to the 44,000 students, 2,000 is a small cut of people went so far out of their way to bring even more shame onto the university. I wasn't in town for the riots, but believe me when I say that I wouldn't have been leading any cheers after what's happened. Having said all of that, let's see how this all plays out. I would argue that it's premature to pass judgment on Joe Paterno until we know, for a fact, what he knew and what more he could have done. If he knew, explicitly, what was going on and failed to report it, he deserves all of this and more. Still, the guy has never prioritized winning football games over keeping the program clean, so I find it hard to believe that he knowingly turned a blind eye to child abuse. I could be wrong, but so could all of the pundits and journalists calling for his head and referring to him as Penn State's Grand Wizard. We are entitled to our own opinions, but not our own facts.
But we do know that he something, and that nonetheless Sandusky, no longer an employee, was allowed to maintain a regular presence in the program. In this day and age regarding child abuse issues, that may be damning enough. Teachers can get crucified for less. I have this very cynical sense that something along the lines of Paterno trying to protect his old buddy went on here. Like he went to the higher-ups and kind of told them what to do. Don't worry, I'll handle it, I'll talk to him, whatever. Like he told trustees to not worry about him because they had bigger things to worry about. And who on that campus would ever challenge him? He's the most powerful man there. Again, totally speculated cynicism, but seems feasible, doesn't it? For all the good he did, maybe he wasn't any more immune to the college football coach demigod syndrome we see everywhere else.
That's entirely possible. I still want to see this play out, because it seems as though there is much more to this case than we know at this point. I know that we all like to think that we can predict the future, and it's probably true that Joe could have done more. But let's not pretend like we know what happened. Unless you're one of the investigators, or someone else who has hands-on experience with this specific case, you don't know any more than the rest of us.
Point is that what we know is more than enough. And while I do not, as you say, have clairvoyance, the tea leaves certainly seem to be indicating that this is going to get worse rather than better. Paterno is a villain in this regardless of what more we find out. Now listen, I have degree from Harvard and Georgetown. Take your little pussy Penn State degree and be gone. Talk to the hand, brother.